Hey everyone, and welcome to the logo module. Today we're going to be talking about creating your business logo. Now, some of the biggest things is that I would say keep it really clean and really simple because the more busy it is, the more it distracts from your eye. So I like to keep my stuff really clean. As you can see, Rob's is up at the top right there, and it's the 411 and the 719, super clean. Those are always the most aesthetically pleasing and usually what gets the best responses. Now, I'm going to say a few things about logos, and I'm definitely the least versed on this between me and Rob, but I built mine through a website called Taylor Brands, and it built my website, and it also had a tool where it would, like through AI, generate a logo for me, and it gave me a whole bunch of options, and I could scroll through it and choose one. It did a great job, and I got to print my business cards off through there, and it made it nice and simple for someone who is tech stupid, right? That's me. I'm all about communication and not about tech. So that's how I did mine. Now I know there's Squarespace that does that as well, along with a whole bunch of other websites. But Rob has some other options for you that might be more financially eased, financially responsible. So he's going to take this away and explain logos to you.
Yep. So real straightforward too. I like to say that I am a tech savvy guy, but I'm not necessarily visually. I'm not. How do you say it? I'm not an
Aesthetically
artist.
pleasing on you.
Right. Exactly. So there you go. Right. So I use AI tools as well. What you see here is a Canva. This is how I created the 411 logo. We live in Colorado, and I wanted it to represent the area we live in. Looking out the window at the mountains right now, so I was able to use Canva to come up with this template, mix and matching. But I wanted to show specifically to Canva has recently rolled out an AI tool. So check this out. You can actually come to Canva now, and you can tell it what you're looking for. So maybe you're looking for a logo for a fitness company that emphasizes nutrition planning, right? And the more specific you are with these tools, the more they can drill down in. But it's literally that easy to go in there and start creating a logo. So, and then it's what speaks to you. So you can come in here, you can say, okay, this one speaks to me, right? So you come in here, you click on customize this template, and you're literally away, right? You can come in here and you can Phoenix wanted to rebrand. There you can come in here and you can start tweaking it, right? Phoenix Fitness. However, sky's the limit, right? So this is one tool. This is Canva, and again, it's just a really cool AI associative tool. Lets you create the template. You can drill down on those templates, and then if you sign up for a Canva Pro account, which I want to say is around $13 a month, they give you additional templates. I think that's well worth it for what I do. If it's a one-time use of a logo, I might not spend that money. Well, I guess I would for the month to tinker with it. The other tool I wanted to show you was ChatGPT. ChatGPT 4 has recently integrated Dolly, which is an image generative model. Basically means it can generate images on the fly for you. And so what you see here is my ChatGPT 4 account. Yours will look slightly different. I'm also a programmer, so I have some plugins and things that make mine look a little different. But you'll be presented with a blank screen like this without this module stuff here, and you'll come in and one other important note: ChatGPT 4 with the enhancements is $20 a month. So I also think that's well worth it for the enhanced capability of ChatGPT. But so to the point, you can come in here and you say, "Hey, please generate." Always say please to our robot overlords, by the way, too. Please generate a logo for me for a fitness company. Move my screen here. That has an emphasis on nutrition planning, firefighters. And so this is just an example, right? So we're going to come in here, and it is literally going to do that for us.
AI is the future, guys. I try and go against it, but luckily I have Rob. So if you don't have a Rob yet, because I didn't have a Rob in the beginning of my business, it was just me, myself, and I. AI, Rob said this today. AI is uh what did you call it? Robot employee,
Yep, it's a digital employee.
a
So
digital employee.
yeah, a lot of
And
folks
it's so true. So true.
it is. I think of it. A lot of folks are scared by the concept, or maybe don't know how to use it. So, we talk a lot about mental models too. So, the mental model I propose for business owners is to simply consider this as a digital employee. And then talk to it like you would a digital employee too, and it can do so much for you. It's pretty incredible. It is a we aren't going to be replaced by AIs, but we will be replaced by humans using AIs because they can scale up their. Here's a great example. We can create logos with ChatGPT now, right? That you may have had to outsource in the past for $20 a month, right? And here's an example of ChatGPT, right? Creating a logo for you. Now you can come back in and you can tell it. Let's see here. Uh,
Make it a
Thanks.
girl. Hello.
Let's make it. Let's make the firefighter a woman. uh, and so we'll do that. And so it's going to regenerate it, right? It's fun, interesting to note here. Don't know if you can see this level of detail in this module, but the firefighter is holding dumbbells and a bowl of vegetables. That's the kind of fun stuff that it can do, or will do based on your inputs. And you can tweak colors. You can tell it, oh, by the way, the company name is. So there we go. There she is. So she's holding some fruits in the one hand as well, and now she's a woman. And so let's also say, great, that's awesome. The company name is Phoenix Fitness. And you update that, please. Now, we'll just use this one last example here. I think that's a pretty cool logo.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
And it's stuff that would take someone like me like so long, and it did. The reason we're building this course for you guys is because this 7-day course probably took me a month and a half because I had no idea what I was doing. And for someone that is a window licking firefighter like me and is just like about fitness and riding the big red, it was hard for me to learn this stuff. And look at what Rob can do in 2 seconds. So
yep.
it's powerful.
It is super powerful and scalable. And here's another thought about it. I read this the other day. Even if you think, first of all, even if you don't think it's the future, it is. It's not going away. The models are becoming more and more powerful, and businesses are adopting them. So there's another quote I think about it is if you aren't thinking already, at least thinking about how to use AI in your business, you've already been left behind. That's how it's being employed, right? Uh, yeah, so that's what I think about AI is it's a scalable skill set. You want to use it, and it's also an idea discovery tool. So what I mean by that is you can get in there and just start talking to it like you would another person. They even have now ChatGPT 4 has a voice module where you can talk to the app via voice. So I've paired my AirPods to it, right? And when I'm driving, if I have an idea, I'll turn on the app and I'll start talking to ChatGPT and like I would, like Sarah and I are talking right now, and I can real time explore ideas audibly with the system that knows everything about that I've told it to know about me, right? And here's a pro tip too. You can, and I haven't heard anybody share this yet too, but you can tell that voice module because one of the criticisms online is you can tell that voice module, it doesn't, if you pause for breath, it thinks you've stopped. You can establish keywords. So my keyword for it is over. So when I say the word over, it knows I'm done thinking, I'm done with my stream of consciousness. I say all that to say it is definitely an incredible tool. This logo here, it's created it, right? Now it does have a typo in there, so we would need to clarify that typo with it. And this, it is an imperfect LLM. So I would maybe say in here, this is awesome. You have a typo in the banner. It should read Phoenix, not Phoenix. Let's see what that does. So be aware this is an experimental model. So it may not. I wouldn't say this is a hallucination. I would say this is just an error in the algorithm that's generating the image. Let's see if that's explicit enough to fix that. Okay. So it did put an O in there, but it's changed the model. So what I might do in this instance in particular is I would export this particular model and change the banner in Canva. So I'd literally download the image and then open it up in Canva, match the font, and rather than try to get it to think, oh hey, I really like the logo 2 logos ago. So there's some experimentation that has to be done with it. But as you can see, from a template generation point of view and an idea generation point of view, it's fire.
And this is such a great thing that Rob has told me. All of what I know about AI is through Rob. So I'd just like to preface that. But he said in ChatGPT, every single logo it gives you or any automation that it's giving you is all one of a kind. So you are the only person that's going to have this type of logo. Something at least is going to be tweaked that is different. So they're not giving some other Phoenix Fitness gym this logo, which is important to note.
Yeah, it is, and you can literally see that manifesting in these 2-1. I told it to fix the banner. It did, but it also regenerated the logo because every single instance is a new one. So that's another reason we'd want to take the existing one that has the typo, fix the typo in another platform. Yeah. But who's not to say tomorrow they could roll out an update that understands what exactly you want when or I might even be able to say keep that existing logo. Let's try that real quick. Keep that existing logo and change the name to Bob's. That's there. An important thing when you're talking to the AI, don't be afraid of it. Just you cannot break it, right? So literally, just talk to it like you would. That's anybody who's not used ChatGPT before. That's my first word of advice: just get in there and literally start a conversation with it. Like, hey, I'm so and so. How do I use you? Right? Okay, so it's close, but here's a great point. They've intentionally built this image generation model with what's called a random seed. So every time it invokes the formula that is creating logos, it's going to put that random seed in there, and we see that manifesting here. Even when it tries, or you tell it to keep that existing one, it's still changing it, but that's going way down in the weeds. So yeah, that's ChatGPT. That's how to generate a logo with ChatGPT or Canva, or both, depending on your needs.
Yep, super incredible powerful tools. Yep, you can also do it through the websites, like we said. But
Taylor Brands.
Yep, that's logos and Squarespace. Almost any, I think, website creator now has some sort of like either additional payment that you have or something where you can generate a logo.
They do. I would just say from my experience and use of them, any ones that you see out there, don't pay a lot of money to, because there are low cost alternatives, and a lot of what you're seeing out there too is what they call wrappers. So you and I could today create a wrapper around ChatGPT that uses ChatGPT to generate the logo. And there are business models where people are creating wrappers that have a maybe more intuitive interface, but using the same underlying technology. So just don't spend a lot of money to do it. Experiment with ChatGPT first, or Taylor Brands, or some, but don't spend $10,000 on a AI solution. Go to ChatGPT first and try that.
Yep.
Cool.
I think that's
See
it.
you in the next module.
Yeah. See you in the next module.
Okay. See you then.